Ash Barty says thanks for the cheese and retires at 25. World number one at 25, probably not even in her prime yet, and she just buggers off like I can't believe it. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't actually buy this at all. Ash does not owe the public an explanation at all, but from a fan, I'm telling you, there is no way that there is not something going on that we don't know about. Today on the show, we talk AFL and NRL. We've got cricket, Formula One, boxing, and Razor Ray battles through a subsequent Sunday hangover. You know the umpiring's bad when even you're sick of your own decisions. This is $0 given. Let's begin with the AFL, people. 1,000 goals kicked for only the 6th time in history. In our lifetimes, we will never see this again. Just an amazing accomplishment and an amazing moment. We saw tens of thousands of people run onto the SCG, and I'm so pissed off. I was gonna go to this game, but I didn't think he'd kick 4 after only kicking 1 against GWS. Well, that's on me then. God, who knows, if I did actually go, maybe I could have been the one that secured the pill. Absolute screamer from the bloke that actually snagged the ball. Of course, as we know now, the bloke did end up giving it back, and I tell you what, I'm not sure if he made the right decision. I'm still debating it. Again, let's break this trade down, all right? We've got a pair of boots, we've got a Guernsey, we've got 2 5-year Sydney memberships, and then also a thank you letter from a coach that may or may not still have his job in a year or two, we don't know. And Lance Franklin gets his 1,000th ball back. I mean, not that he really wanted it. I mean, he just kicked it straight into the stands, man. But there were so many great videos that came out of this moment. My favorite by far is this one because you can see how genuinely happy Buddy is for this moment and just how much he was living in it. We also saw bloody Zach Tui get, I was going to say flattened. To be fair, it was the spectator that got flattened. The night was just perfect, apart from just this bloody woman's head taking up half the screen. Yeah, we got our first one. All right, no, this will not be the last Will Smith meme, I guarantee you. Away from the 1,000th goal by Buddy, we saw a pretty decent dig by Collingwood here toward a certain Kane Corns. Speaking of Collingwood, they're right up toward the top of the ladder at the moment, and Hawthorn are the ones on top after only 2 rounds, sure, but still, would not have expected these two to be so high up. Port Adelaide on the rock bottom of the ladder, like we're seeing some mad surprises early on. Now onto the NRL, where we will talk about the actual NRL. But can I just say, NRL Twitter, I don't know what it was, but they just got the Will Smith memes down to a fine art. What was Will Smith meant to do? We can't just disappear. Don't talk about my wife. And this, I can literally hear this whole conversation in my head like, Will, listen, mate, we've had the bunker review. But yes, when it came to the Oscar memes, the NRL definitely beat the AFL, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters, isn't it? Either way, back to the actual football. How about it? We saw a second try after a deflection off of the post. That is wild that we've seen 2 already in 3 rounds. But something else we're really sadly seeing a lot of this season is these bloody ACL injuries. I literally brought it up last week. How do we keep getting so many so early on? So we've lost another one here in Ray Stone now, gone for pretty much the entirety of the season now, and it's just, when's it going to end, Robbie? It's just madness. We're seeing a couple of Daily M shouts. I mean, early days, but we are seeing some Daily M shouts for Nicho Hynes here. He's definitely done his thing for the Sharks, you know. He's changed that team. And you can see it reflected in the ladder as they're currently sitting very pretty in 3rd place. Finally, the Sea Eagles got their first win of the season as well, so they're underway. Moving on now to cricket, and can you believe it? There was actually a result in this series between Australia and Pakistan, and it just so happened to go the Aussies' way. It could have literally gone either way on that final day, but Australia got the wickets they needed, and we won it 1-0. That is the first away series win for, I don't know, like 6 years, 7 years, like 2016, I think, against New Zealand. And this man, Uzi, carried hard. Only 4 runs short of 500 for the series. He was by far best player of the entire series for Australia. We had some pretty funny moments, like Steve Smith having his own Stuart Broad moment. And by that, I mean, no, he didn't nick it to first slip and refuse to walk. No, he actually just got pissed off at the robot again. Just stop moving the robot. We saw Warner and Afridi get pretty close. The bloody tension is palpable. If it wasn't for the face guard from the helmet, you'd never know what would have happened there. But yeah, good on Australia. Moving away from the Aussies, though, we saw, of course, Josh Da Silva for the Windies getting the job done. I have a new hero, if you didn't notice. So yeah, they beat England. And meanwhile, Extras is carrying on their brilliant form from the Ashes series over into this one for England as well. My God, they're so in the dumps. Bro, England are just terrible. And they're saying, oh, we got to take the captaincy off of Joe Root, the one good player you have in your squad. Moving over to Formula One as well, we had the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen has got his first win of the season. And it is just becoming more and more obvious that this season is the Max Verstappen versus Charles Leclerc show. Sebastian Vettel still had COVID, so he couldn't race, and Nico Hülkenberg had to come back again, and even he seems to understand the hilarity of the fact that he's just getting wheeled back into Formula One. It feels like once every 4 months. Poor bloke's going to be a substitute driver for the rest of his life. If he looks like that after 35 years, I'm sure he'd take it. Nico Hülkenberg replaces Fittipaldi for the 2054 Moon Grand Prix. We're lacking downforce. I can't figure out why. We also had a particularly scary moment with Mick Schumacher going in hard into the wall during qualifying. Thankfully, he is all right. We still have both Ferrari drivers 1 and 2 in the driver's standings. Verstappen, he's on the board now, finally got his first point. Same goes Perez here as well. But oh, baby, you know what's next. Formula One is coming to Melbourne in just 2 weeks, baby. I am so stoked. I'm so excited. And if any of you have tickets, then please let me know because, bro, I'm desperate. Moving on to the boxing, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Tim Tszyu getting his 21st win of his career and his first win in the United States, so a big step forward for him. It was a pretty dominant performance from him for the majority of the fight, but it was a bit shaky at one point. In the very first round, he got rattled and got dropped. That is not how you want to start off your career in America. But of course, he ate it like the champ that he is. He got up and now, here we go. The ball is rolling. I can't wait to see how much further this man can go. Speaking of first round knockouts, we also saw Sonny Bill Williams versus Barry Hall, and let's just say this one didn't really go as long as the other one did. Sonny Bill versus Barry Hall, it's actually not too far off, you know, you're nearly there. My condolences if you paid the full 50 for that, because yeah, Barry Hall did not give you your money's worth. It's quite a shock what happens when Barry Hall's opponents know the punch is coming. Will Smith and Chris Rock had a... Oh, actually, no, wait, sorry. I don't know how that got in there. Curtis Blades got the win at UFC Columbus as well with this heavy KO. And we have got a seriously intriguing UFC heavyweight division at the moment. I'm shocked that Will has someone like this in his corner, yet he still hits like a girl. God, I feel like I've flooded this entire episode with Will Smith memes. Let's just move on to Legend of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. Every weekend, I ask you guys for your nominees for Legend of the Week, and this is who you had to say this week. So we got Ash Barty. Yeah, what the hell? I can't still wrap my head around this. Ash Barty says thanks for the cheese and retires at 25. World number 1 at 25, probably not even in her prime yet, and she just buggers off like I can't believe it. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't actually buy this at all. Ash does not owe the public an explanation at all, but from a fan, I am telling you, there is no way that there is not something going on that we don't know about. If it's her, like, maybe thinking about joining a PGA tour and trying to become this multi-sport champion, then I can dig that. But if she's just walking away from everything, I just can't wrap my head around that. But a bloody legend, absolutely, nonetheless. We've got Canada making the World Cup. Good on the Canadians. Been a bloody long time since they've made the World Cup, so I'm all happy for them. Don't know if I can collectively give them all Legend of the Week, though. And finally, we had a Chris Rock's chin and Buddy Franklin. Yeah, Chris Rock's chin should definitely get a mention. But for giving us scenes like this, for Buddy Franklin being only the 6th man in history to do it, was there ever going to be a different winner of this Legend of the Week? It's going to Buddy Franklin, absolute icon of the game and of Australian sport. Plenty more to look forward to next week, people. I hope you all join me for it. Thank you all for watching this one. Catch you later, people. Until next week, my name is Jake Buckley. See you later, and bye-bye.